Hey guys, what is up? It's Center5 here, and today I'm doing the Hardwood Classic Association Draft. I got this idea from Shake and Bake. I'll leave his channel down in the description below if you don't know about it already, and if you don't, you're missing out. He makes great My Team videos, is what he mainly does, pack openings, and he's starting to do this association thing, and, this was a good idea to have it mixed up. Classic players, great classic players with great current players, and so that's what we got here. And right here, I get the second pick. And if you know me personally, you'll know why I chose the Mavericks. Not because, oh hey, I'm gonna get second pick and get LeBron or Jordan. It was because I'm a fan of the Mavericks. So if you know me personally, I've been a fan of the Mavericks for maybe since like 03, like 02, 03, around that area before Nash left. He's one of my favorite players, and I was thinking about drafting him actually on the second pick because I was looking for a point guard, but I decided that I don't want to have Steve Nash because he's old, and I might want to continue this on afterwards. I may not record it after the first season, but I do, I'm probably going to keep it going if I don't. So, I don't want to have Steve Nash as an old player and him retire, because he's retiring pretty much this year, next year, probably. He hasn't said anything this year about retiring or not, but it could come up as, next year, year after. So, yeah, but I end up getting John Stockton. He's a great point guard to have alongside Jordan, part of the dream team there. And it would have been awesome to try and put the whole dream team together, but I'm pretty sure they were taken before. I was looking at it. They're probably getting picked up for. So here in this first bit, I'm taking a little bit to choose my players, but later on I fast forward a lot of these next few parts because for the rest of my picks after I get Dirk Nowitzki. But after that, I end up going quick through them because I take a lot of time when it comes to it. I look at the players' stats. I don't just look at, hey, they're a good rating, I'm going to pick them. I look at what I need, like if I need a good inside player, a good outside player, what I need. So, yeah, here I got Jerome Kersey because he's of his signature skills as well. I was thinking about him or Dennis Rodman to have on offensive rebounding, because Dennis Rodman's a monster. But I looked at Jerome Kersey, looked at his stats, looked at his signature skills, and they do a lot of help too. So I decided to get Jerome Kersey. And another thing I look at is the roles. I look to make sure that I have a starting person and everything. So I think there I got Jason Terry. Not 100%, but whoever I got. I'm gonna take a look at it right now, actually. Alright, so yeah, you see, I have difficulty trying to figure out who I want, and I don't know, it takes me a while. If you saw on the counter there, I was maybe I had a minute or two left, not even. Okay, so I chose Tyson Chandler, I think, at that point. Not 100%. But yeah, with all these players that I chose, I just chose them based on, I looked for starters first, and so when I looked for starters, which a couple of them I didn't end up getting. I got Harrison Barnes back there, I think, who is a starting small forward, which I was looking for here. I'm looking for a starting center because I looked at Tyson. He's a role player, and again, going through with the association, I don't want to have, complaining like this guy, he's a starter. So, for example, Jason Terry, 6-man, he was put as starter, he'd be happier. But if he was put as a bench or a role, he'd get mad. That's why if you have a starter, you want to have them start. You don't want to have them lower because then they get mad. They won't play as good. Their rating will go down and stuff like that. So that's why I look for the right amount of people. I got a lot of role players and bench players, but the minutes are around the same. Bench players get lower, obviously. At least they need at least a minute or two. Role players and prospect get around 5-10 minutes a game. So that's what I kind of look for. That's what kind of look for in players, just roles and everything. I got Jason Terry as a 6-man on the shooting guard, and here this was an odd choice I didn't really think about it, but I chose Devin Harris as a backup point guard. I think he'd be a great backup point guard. He's starting to come up in the league, and he's doing pretty good. I think he's on the Lakers, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm thinking of Darius Morris, which I think I am. But even both of them, actually, they're coming up to be pretty strong point guards. They're not going to be obviously at the Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook level. They're not going to be as explosive, as dynamic as them. But they are going to make a big impact. I feel like they'll probably be like Michael Conley, for example, although he made a huge impact on the Thunder and the playoffs so far. Him and Durant in I think it was first or second game, both almost triple doubles, and it was pretty nuts. And then that last pick, I got Jay Crowder because I needed a small forward, power forward who can do well outside, play both positions, and that's athletic. He can do pretty well. Although he's 6'7", so power forward won't be a big position for him. Small forward will be, a better position to have him, set on. And then earlier I got Brandon Bass, who, again, I need a backup power forward, and he's pretty good at rebounding. He could score a little inside the post, so that's why I got him. And my last pick, I got Steve Kerr. He's kind of for those if I'm in a tight spot and I need some three-pointers. That's why I went with Steve Kerr. So he's my bench. He's gonna be a bench player, and that's what he is as that's his role. I put him as a bench player here. So yeah, I'm changing some roles around. I was seeing if they would like it or not if I change the roles around. But at this point, it doesn't affect their emotions. But later on, after you've done all this, save it and everything, and you go to the association afterwards and you try and set the roles, that's when it comes up to the point of setting the roles and everything. So, yeah, pretty much my starting five is Stockton at point, Jordan at shooting, Harrison Barnes at small forward, Dirk at power forward, and Kaman at center with six-man Jason Terry, and I got Tyson, Devin Harris, Jay Crowder, Brandon Bass, and Steve Kerr and Jerome Kersey on the bench. I think Steve Kerr, Jay Crowder are my only two bench players, maybe Brandon Bass as well. But yeah, and then I'm downloading the current roster or draft class so I could just have it for fun in case I keep on continuing this. So I hope you guys enjoy. I will be coming out with the first game soon against the Lakers, so be on the lookout for that. Thanks.